Okay, okay. Now let's talk about skill builder. Look at all of these things which were added. Most of these things are just state block, but these are really good. Okay, these could create tons of variants which you could make. Okay, there's especially character detection thing which they added. So I'm gonna explain every single thing properly, and I'm gonna make future like videos about what to do. Okay, so let's go up. All right, custom character, let's go to it. All right, so first thing I want to talk about is the new node, which is a look and the set melee. Okay, now you guys might be confused about set melee. What does this do? What about look? Look is basically you could say your character's direction, you know, like where your character is looking, and your own camera. Okay, it depends. Okay, so let me explain. Time is basically for how long you want this node to be active. Smoothness is basically you see, if I just do this, like if I just move around like this, you see how my character just like slowly rotates there, like smoothly, right? So just that. Okay, just basically like makes it faster or something. That's all what it does. And yeah, 40. Now horizontal only is basically your character won't be able to look down, like you see how like down up, it's gonna look like only this way. So let me just show you. If I get custom this, let me just move this, horizontal only. Now see, I can't do anything. Let me just do again. See, it's not looking down. Last hit, obviously related from branch. Obviously, projectile tag is basically you want to look at the projectile or something, you know. That's it. Camera direction is basically shift lock. Okay, so see how you just shift lock and your character moves with your camera. So just camera direction is basically like that. Let me show you. See, and it's just gonna move my I can't really move it. See how I can't really rotate my character. It's gonna keep on looking that way. See? Yeah, so it's basically shift lock state. That's all. Now let me check another one. Grounded. Grounded is basically, you see how when you fly, you look down. So if I press grounded, it will also look down, but you will levitate instead. Okay, so let me just show you. See how you're levitating around? You're levitating. You're in the air. You can't really do much, but yeah, it's kind of glitched, but I think they're gonna like fix most of the stuff. You can use the look node for a lot of things, like making the character look at you or something, you know. That's pretty cool, not gonna lie. As well as make your own lock-on state. Lock-on state. Yeah, that's pretty tough, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, and if I make it like 5 or horizontal, let me just make a get a dummy. Oh. Let's see. Yeah, see? Yeah. So if I hit them, now I'm going to look. Even if I go far, you're literally creating a lock-on. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, so that's what the look node do. It's pretty cool, pretty good thing. Now, what about set melee? Set melee, okay. Now, set melee is basically, remember, so you see when you do curse strike 3M1, then you do this, right? Right, but it doesn't really reset your M1, okay? So, like, some skills, like, resets your M1 to a specific M1. So, this is basically that. It's just gonna set your combo, or, like, your M1 back to that M1. So, for example, if I'm using a skill like curse direction, curse part, so, for example, if you're using a skill like Divergent Fist, and once you do the Divergent Fist, then it's gonna you want it to either reset your combo to 0, back to 0, or and if you want to like reset your M1 completely, like your M1, then you just keep it at 0. And if you don't want to, if you want it to like, after I do M1, like 3 M1s, then I do Divergent Fist, then I want my M1 to like start off from the second M1. So I'm just gonna do second right here, okay? And if you want to like continue your M1, you can just press do -1. So it continues from your last combo. Okay, it's pretty simple. Okay, it's just like a reset M1 thing, reset combo. That's all what it does. Now offset is basically how long before the M1 reset back to 0. So like, I want my M1 to like reset back to 0 to like in 1 second. Okay, after I do M1, then after 1 second, it's gonna reset back to my 0, back to my first M1. Okay, that's what it does. Okay, simple thing. You can also change last hit like other person's M1. Now the next thing I'm gonna talk about is mostly state block. Okay, all the state block which we have. Okay, it's pretty simple thing. Okay, pretty simple thing. Let me just get here, custom. Now let me go to state block. They added tons and tons of state block, and they also added like a state tag. Okay, state tag is basically to cancel your state. For example, you know like how visual is, like how visual tag is, basically to like cancel a specific VFX or a specific thing. It's the same thing, just state. So like you could cancel a specific state. Okay, now let me check. No, there's a no block state. So basically it just makes the player doesn't block for the amount of time you put. It's just no block. You cannot parkour. It's a simple thing. Now character max zoom distance. It's pretty obvious how maximum zoom distance you want your character to look into, you know, like, yeah, this. You see, like, you can only zoom up to this much. Like this much. Yeah. You cannot zoom back. Okay, you cannot zoom back. It's like a look thing. But yeah, you can just change it to something like a 0. And yeah, you can just change it like this. Yeah. What else do we have? Let's check. Wake up. Wake up is basically like you get the wake up state. Basically, you negate stun. Okay, you won't get stunned for that time. You know, like when you ragdoll. It's like when you ragdoll and when you wake up, you get hit, but you get no stun. Okay. So yeah, it's just like wake up state. And yeah, no death is basically like you can't die. So people ask me to make return by death. I mean, you can now make it easily. You can also make death variants now. Yeah, I think you can make death variants now using this. So it just makes it that you can't die for this specific time. Oh my god. Now ragdoll is basically gonna make the character ragdoll. That's all. Now character, this is basically character detection. Now how does this work? Okay, now this basically works as the layout of the character. Like you see how Haunted One is on the top, Vessel, Restless Gambler. Okay, so this is basically your value. So Haunted One is on the top, which is 1. So value 1 is basically Haunted One. Vessel is 2. Restless Gambler 3. 10 Shadows 4. Projection 5. So it's like the layout thing. It's like a layout, okay? I don't know if it actually works on custom characters. Some people say that it doesn't really work on custom characters right now. Maybe it does, I don't know. But yeah, value is through the layout thing, okay? That's what I know. Let me just try something, hold on. Maybe character doesn't work on your character. Maybe it works on someone else, okay? That's what it does. So, but I need someone. I don't really have someone right now. But yeah, I'll make a proper video on the character selection thing, detection thing, if I need to. Okay, let me know. Maybe it's most likely depends on the last hit thing. Then it's gonna detect the character which the player is using. Then it's gonna do a different variant. That's all. Maybe, yeah. It doesn't really work on your character. That's maybe the reason. Yeah. Okay. Now, what is projection and bleed? Now, these are really cool. Projection and bleed is basically now your thing. That's all. It's gonna make the projection thing. So I'm gonna make 5 second, 1 value. Yeah, that's all. I'm gonna make it 2 second. Oh, see? Oh, it's like a fill up bar. Okay, it's the fill up bar. Okay, so if I just make it like 100. Okay. Oh my god. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. That's actually so tough. Now what about bleed? Bleed is basically the same thing as projection. It's like a bleed out something. Let me check. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Yep. Yep, it's the same thing. A bleed out. Maybe Maybe if you increase the value, it's gonna stack more bleed out. That's what it does. Okay, what about last hit? Ooh, wait, what? Last hit. Okay, what is last hit? What is last hit doing in a last hit, bro? What am I supposed to use? Last hit? Wait, okay. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a skill builder guy, so I don't know why is last hit in a last hit state block. Okay, whatever. Maybe it's like a specific way to like target different people. Maybe, yeah, maybe that, maybe probably that, yeah. Okay, yeah, all these were the state things, and let's check new things to counter. Counter also has things like reflect, continue. Oh, blocks want to join. Okay, so counter has reflect and continue. Reflect is basically, you see how Maharaga parry is, or Utah's parry is. It's just basically that you basically parry. It's like a reflection. So I'm gonna turn this on. Just turn it on. 5 times. It's done. Bullet. I'm gonna make a bullet, also bullet. See? Yeah! Yeah, it's like a reflection thing. But you like reflect it instead to the player. Or sometimes, yeah. Continue is basically, you get damage, but you also do the counter. It's literally written. Remove the immunity for counters. Meaning you will take damage when you hit, but the counter will still activate. So yeah, it's a pretty easy thing, okay? So there are a lot of things which they added in the skill builder. Nothing really too big things. But yeah, it's still really useful to make variant and all stuff. So yeah, maybe this video wasn't really a great explanation about things, but I'm sorry about that. But if you want me to make different videos about few things, if you have any confusions, let me know. I'll make a separate video about that, and I'll help you guys with that, okay? So yeah, that was pretty much it. Yeah, thanks for watching.